to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Cougars about to kick it away and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Memphis offense will take the field first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up to...
Turning it on! And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Escapes the sack. He's going to take off. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Lewis to throw. A little release to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Quickly to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Tigers started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback adapting. Chunked it away just as he was hit. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Smith takes the handoff. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the pressure. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the option. He'll toss it. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Lewis wants to pass. Extending the play. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. Cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Memphis, 7.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. And there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this. And he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
He's open on the right. Off and running. Past the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, BYU. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll run it from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And now on second down for this offense. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. For offense.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Gets it to him on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick completion on the out. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's taken. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Kobe Dean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Lewis to throw. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Grab near the marker. It's Cross. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Memphis!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. Going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the 2nd half.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Tigers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being fit.
Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Buckmeyer. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
BYU has this offense clicking. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hagan. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. After that last completion, it's second down. Trying play action. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. BYU coming to the line with first and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's second and 13 now. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Setting up the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Snags it! And the defense forces him to step out at the 3. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space, it's Martin. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, BYU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
It's just so nice to have a signal runner who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner is stopped. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
That's caught. It's Smith. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. This time they'll go to the running game. Oh, he's got some space. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Finds his tight end. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Lewis wants to pass. He fires a bullet to the right.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give on the option. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Memphis. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Memphis. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And this crowd is up for grabs, and not much excites them like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Lofted toward the sideline. Intercepted. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. He's going to throw deep right side. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation. Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Akron Zips. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Akron's offense takes the field to start this game off. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Snagged in the middle, it's Polk. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Gant. Out and runs through another guy. Got enough for the first. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Zips with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Finley. Got a man, it's Gant.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in, it's Polk. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. And the Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. So the Memphis Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Oh, better look out! Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to run it to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now adjusting. Slice it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Mason. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Zips have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Fenley. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Zips! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 17 over Utah State.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Lewis to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running.
Fires and picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the ground, it's Gant. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it. Pucks it out of the air. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Zips have moved it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got it in the middle. It's Mason. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards. They put on the heat and they blocked it. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Got it in the middle, it's Cross. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Looks as if he'll have enough to give Memphis a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. To the air on first down. Throwing right. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Thompson. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. At InfoCision Stadium.
The Zips will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lewis wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Finley. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mason. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Now they'll run it to the right here. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Cross. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the counter. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down. With the catch, it's Thompson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Turning it on! That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give as they work on that clock. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Finley. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback got it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Newell. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gant. There he goes. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. The Zips want to crank the tempo. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow.